Hi, welcome to Detours Understanding Acquired Brain Injury. My name is Mark, and this is Survivor Minute, the few little short responses and things that I do personally as a brain injury survivor, not from the medical side of things. Well, always a little bit, but mainly just my own personal experiences. And I want to bring up something mainly because of two other people who talked to me and about their own experiences, and it just kind of resonates with me. It's something I want to talk about quickly. And they've had experiences where families just don't seem to understand, why they're not better, what's going on. And so what I want to do is talk about, the brain generally. Your brain is, well, sorry about all the shaking here because I'm doing this on a little tiny camera. Your brain is basically a wet, squishy, self-repairing, not well, self-maintaining, self-organizing, self-programming, analog biochemical computer. And not self-repairing well, as we know. But because of that, it has the advantages and disadvantages that would come with that, which you would expect. And just like a digital computer, if you do damage to your computer, it's not going to work the way it used to work. And that's important for families to understand too, because if you take your phone while it's running and you smash the back of it, it may look the same on the outside. It may look fine, but it is not going to be fine when you try to use it, when you try to operate it. And your personality is an emergent property. That is who you are, what you are, your Markness, your Staciness, your Johnness, your Lisaness, your whateverness is like fire. It is a property of. It is not located somewhere. It is the sum total of the smooth operation of your brain. So changes in who and what you are a byproduct of what is and is not working. So personality change is inevitable if you damage certain areas. And recovery is dependent on repairing through different techniques, through rehabilitation, which is basically reprogramming that biocomputer, and through practicing certain skills, which is helping in synaptogenesis, which while you can't grow new neurons in sufficient quantities in your brain, you get about 18,000 a year, you can teach an old dog new tricks. That is, other neurons how to grow new connections through neuroplasticity. And that takes a lot of hard work and elbow grease. But a dead neuron is a dead neuron. And so, there are no techniques to give you new ones. Not yet. They're working on growing new neurons in the lab through stem cell growth, things like that. So maybe someday, but that's still a lot of work and a long way away before it becomes ubiquitous. But again, you are like fire. Your personality, who you are, what you are, that you are fire, which is not a thing. Fire is a fast chemical reaction. And your personality is basically the same thing, a fast chemical reaction, neurochemical reaction. And so people who don't understand, for family members, things like that, you are a literally fast chemical reaction made by that biochemical computer in your head, that bioelectric computer in your head. And so if you damage certain parts of it, it affects who you are. It affects your reading skills, how well you absorb things, how quickly you get tired, all of those kind of things, your emotional regulation, whether you get angry quickly, and sum together that forms your you-ness. And so damage to these systems affects who you are. And so that should be shared with your family. That needs to be explained, that those areas of your brain, which many functions are distributed throughout the entire brain, which is why white matter damage, DAI, diffuse axonal injury, is also so bad, because it may affect the areas of your brain that are linked and affect 2 areas or 5 areas or many different areas and prevent smooth integration to form that you. And so, again, keeping in mind, damage to your biocomputer affects that smooth reaction, that smooth integration, that you-ness. And so it changes your personality, changes your essence of who you are, it changes that fast chemical reaction and affects how you are. And until you rehabilitate that, you cannot form that new you. Okay? So, just saying, keep that in mind, and keep that in mind for your loved ones too. When you talk to them, share with them about what's going on with your brain injury, no matter how it's caused, whether it's by head trauma or whether it's by anoxia, cardiac arrest, or whether it's by sepsis or infections or whatever. Your biochemical computer has been altered, and therefore it changes what it projects to the outside world. You look fine, but if the machinery that projects that you is damaged, it is not going to project a smooth image. Thank you. Have a good day. See you later.